ESTEEM is really a differentiator. It's more than just an MBA, it's more than a master's.
But I think ESTEEM gave me all the possible tools I could have needed to be able to either launch directly from school or go back to work and launch later.
What ESTEEM ended up being to me is this ability to take ideas I have and to make them into impact.
ESTEEM was unique to me because of three main reasons. The first thing is even the courses themselves were actually geared towards entrepreneurship. And then the second portion of it was the experience of the commercialization of projects that we take on. Because as we learned, we're able to actually apply our knowledge into something real, something that can actually has the potential of going to market. The third aspect of it was just the entire ecosystem. We were able to tap into it immediately.
There's a lot of value that those mentors bring in terms of really a lifelong relationship with their students. I think a lot of professors are personally invested in the success of their students.
I didn't realize how much networking I was going to be able to do. It was so much more to me than a school experience. It's really like, here we're going to give you a year to work on a project, and by the way, while you're doing that, we're going to give you support, mentorship, new skills, and a network of people to help you. It put me into a place where I feel like I could go where I wanted to go afterwards.
The talent level of ESTEEM students that are coming through is second to none, in my opinion. They're motivated, they're ready to get in the lab, they're ready to learn about the technology, but also learn about the business aspects of what they're doing, and they're ready to contribute. What has enabled the success of ESTEEM students in my lab has been their willingness to go the extra mile.
The way I interact with the student is to give the student a ground-up understanding of the technology that they are trying to develop the business plan for. So for our lab, that means the student would work at every stage of the device, from coming up with new chemistry to actually fabricating the functional devices. And that gives them a real good grounding, so when they go into the business portions of the ESTEEM thesis, they know what questions they need to answer.
As a student, it was a wonderful experience to have a very hands-on thesis. The value it brings is that it has both a technical component as well as a business component, and I think it really appeals to employers and it appeals to those in the marketplace.
We had the classroom experience where we're learning the skills, but then we were really forced to apply those to an actual project. And for me, it was very personal because it was a project that I was already invested in for 2 years. I knew that this could make an impact right away on this project as I went through the program.
The ESTEEM students really bring a depth of technical understanding. Because of their science backgrounds, they can ask questions that the MBA students just can't ask. And that is really valuable for business plan development.
What's awesome about the ESTEEM program is that these individuals enter as students and they graduate as colleagues. And it's a pleasure to be a part of that process.
It's not a really academic degree, it was a professional degree. And the idea is just to get in, do what you need to do, and get out. I think ESTEEM did a lot for me to getting to where I am.
It was a wonderful opportunity to build a network professionally, because I think more than anything, when you start to develop your career, you really need to have that broad network to rely on.
I graduated and literally a month later I moved to Haiti. Now we're taking the ideas from paper and putting them into physical structures